What is up, guys? Today there has been some changes. So basically, back along, I bought a wheel set for my bike, and it was tubular tyres. Some Zipp 404 2009, I believe, carbon fibre rim. I then changed from my Sinelli bike to the Giant, and the Giant was rocking an 11-speed cassette, whereas I bought the Zipp wheels specially for my Sinelli, so they are running a 10-speed cassette. So you can see my predicament. I've got one extra gear to fit on my wheel set, and basically I looked at purchasing a hub for it, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, the price was a bit tasty. I think it worked out to about 60 or 70 quid for a Zipp one. So I decided that I wasn't willing to part with that much money just to put an 11-speed cassette on. However, I have managed to put the 11-speed cassette on. I've done a bit of research on YouTube, thumbs up for YouTube, and found out that if you was to gently and accurately file 1.8 millimeters off the splines on the cassette body, then you could fit it on there. So I took my file and gently set about filing it down. I was going to get it machined, but it's very difficult to find somebody that actually wants to do it, because obviously it's not worth doing it for the money. Anywho, I done it, and I used my vernier gauges my vernier gauge to measure it as I was doing it. After nearly 2 hours of filing, I managed to do it, and I put it all back together, and you'll be glad to know that it actually worked. I test rode it, absolutely fine. No funny gear change, absolutely nothing, no noise. Obviously we'll have to test it for a longer period of time to see if it works, but other than that, yeah, well happy with it. Saved myself, well, 60 or 70 quid. Also, I've just ordered myself some new bar tape, because mine, from doing the turbo training, even though I put a towel on it and clean it every single time, it's got to the point where it just smells a bit whiffy. Also, obviously, I was saying about the Zipp wheels. I had them with some Continental tyres on there. The rear tyre was a 24mm, which was a struggle to get in my old frame, but it fits perfectly on the new one. And the front one was a 21mm, so I have to run it at really high pressure. But when I took it out and test rode it, I found that it was just really bumpy. Like, it felt, because I had 25mm tyres on my other wheel set, and the 21mm from the 25, you can really notice a difference. I didn't think it was going to be that noticeable, but it really was. So I decided that I wasn't going to foot the bill for another Continental tyre. I paid, I think it was 69 quid for the rear one, because that one it got punctured and you can't fix it. So I looked into it, and I decided to go for a slightly more. I've never used them before, but it's basically that. Is it Tufo or Tufo? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's, yeah, a tubular tyre. It's got punch protection. Apparently I looked on the reviews and they're quite long lasting. The punch resistance is really good. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a whirl. And then obviously with the bar tape, like I said to you, I got, because the other stuff stinks, I tried to get the same kind of colour as my bike, because, well, I thought it would be nice to match. Anyway, I might do a bit of a, and obviously having a bit of time, because it's rest week, I took my Giant bike completely to bits, and I found out that the bottom bracket is trash. The chain is pretty much half worn out. The rear cassette's getting there. Yeah, more money, guys, but that's the price you pay for it. Can't moan, because it's done a lot of miles, so it is what it is. But I also found out that I had a noisy headset, so today I'm probably going to strip that down. I'm going to give it a good clean and a re-grease, and then I'm probably going to polish the whole bike just to make it look pretty. After obviously I've done the handlebar wrap. The tyre has to be inflated overnight and left to obviously stretch it so I can make it easier to fit on the rim. So I doubt I'll get on that today, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I meant to say, basically I upgraded from my GoPro Hero 7 Silver to the GoPro Hero 9 Black. And I've had nothing but problems with this camera, guys, like literally nothing but problems. I've been on the phone to GoPro 2 or 3 times. The first time it was because there was a vertical line down the screen. One side of the picture was light, one side of the picture was dark. You might have seen it in my previous video, to which they said that they was releasing an update at the end of the month, so to hang on for that one because that's what it was going to fix, because apparently it was a common problem. So I did that, and then I went out to I went out with my little girl. You'll see that in the previous video, and we went riding, and I got home and literally all the video files were corrupt, and I thought, well, maybe it's the memory card that kind of gave up, but it wasn't. I tried everything. I factory reset the camera. Long story short, I got on the phone to GoPro. They wanted me to send them videos and pictures and that, as they always do, which they did in the first one, which I did. But yeah, they've got no answers. So I'm hoping that this video comes out. And I'm also hoping that, you know, they pull their finger out and they get on with it. Because at the end of the day, we as consumers, we pay a lot of money for a product that, you know, we want to work, but they weren't even willing to exchange it, which obviously I was not happy about. So because I am subscribed to the GoPro, whatever it is, if the camera breaks, then apparently they replace it, no questions asked. So if this carries on and the issues carry on, that's the avenue I'm going to take. I'm going to basically send it back as a broken camera and get it replaced. But all in all, they're usually pretty good. But with the customer care side of things this time, I wasn't that pleased, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, anyway guys, enough moaning, enough waffling. At the end of the day, hopefully they'll come out with some kind of update, and you guys, I don't know if you've had any other problems with it. If you have, let me know, and then that way, you know, maybe we can all band together and actually get what we're actually paying for. Luckily I managed to salvage the footage of me and little miss cycling around, because obviously, you know, as I said to the woman on the phone, you wouldn't buy a car, right, and then push it everywhere, would you? Same, you wouldn't buy a camera and not being able to record and take pictures on it. She didn't tend to understand that. And obviously being, you know, videos of my little girl learning to ride and doing it and being really proud of her, it's kind of soul destroying when you get home and you do realise that your footage isn't working. And yet, like I say, they didn't really give two monkeys about that either. Going from the GoPro Hero 7, to which worked absolutely flawlessly, and I never had a problem with it whatsoever, to upgrading, paying more money out, and getting something that actually doesn't do what it says on the tin. You know, oh, and by the way, I hope you're enjoying the camera, Marie. Marie's my sister. Because she bought it off of me. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, because it works. And I bought this thing thinking it's better, and I got screwed. But anyway, in all seriousness, I hope you are enjoying the camera, and I hope you are taking some footage. Anyway, you ain't shown me any yet, so you have to show me some footage of your rides. Yeah, send it to me in Messenger or something. Anyway, as I said, I'm on the rest week this week, so I'm going to get a few things done on the bike that, you know, you can't normally get done, because you normally faff-assing around with trying to get on the bike, get your drinks ready, get this ready, get that, the other one ready. So yeah, this week I've literally had, I think it's an hour 20 watts, and then the next day or the day after that was an hour of 120 watts, which I haven't done yet, which I need to do. And I think then there's a couple of days gap, right up until whenever, I think it's Sunday, and then I've just got a 3 hours endurance ride. So yeah, it's been nice to have a week off, but it'll be interesting to see how my body reacts to the next week when it's a bit more intensive, whether I feel a bit fresher. Fingers crossed I do. We will find out, I suppose, guys. So as you can see, I've got the Zipp 404s with, I don't know if you can see it because the light's not that good, but with the 11 speaker set on there already, all ready to go, runs true. Beautiful. As you can see, the old bar tape's got a bit worse for wear now anyway, on both sides, so it needs changing. I don't know if you can really see it. It's hard to film in here because it's so small, but yeah, that's the front zip, which I've got to change the tyre on because it's really narrow. It's not just that, it's the height of it. It doesn't look much difference, but it is. Anyway, let's crack on and get rid of this old stinking bar tape. Oh yeah, I forgot as well, we've got to pump up that tyre and leave it overnight or for a whole day or 24 hours so that it can stretch out and it's easier to put on the rim. And also I've got to take all the old tyre off and get all the glue off the rim, which is going to be fun as per usual. And then we'll pump that tyre up, we'll leave it, and then we'll start doing the bar tape. So yeah, we're going to change that stinky old bar tape, and black as well. This grip is made by Prime. It looks really nice. Oh, slippage. And yeah, we went for the blue. And you get these nice bar ends to put in as well. And it's supposed to be super grippy. And yeah, there you go, finishing strips as well. Looks like quite a nice product. So we'll see how it turns out. Right, so let's get rid of the old stinky black stuff and get cracking. Cool, that's done. It's time to rewrap it in some nice new fresh smelling blue wrap. All finished. So I'll show you the final product. It's a bit dark, I don't think you can see them, but they look pretty cool. But yeah, no, it turned out really good. Really happy with that. And the tape, the bar tape, super good quality, really nice. Really chuffed with it. Looks good, feels good, and even better, smells good. Right, so I've got to take the zip wheel in, and it's still on the bike with the old Continental tyre on it. I'm gonna have to take that one in. Sorry, I'm gonna have to leave that one overnight to stretch out a little bit, and then take it in and fit it up tomorrow probably. Meanwhile, I'll be spending probably most of the afternoon most of the night getting the glue off of the front wheel. So yeah, wish me luck on that one. I think that's it for now, guys. I will give you a proper look at the bike when it's light outside. I'll take it out and let you see the wheels and that on it, and see how the bar tape and everything looks and turned out. I'll just do a bit of a look over the bike, because the first video I done, you couldn't really see it. So if I take it outside, I can give you guys a proper look. I've got to do an hour training sesh. I'm not going to bother videoing it because it is literally just easy 120 watts for an hour. So yeah, there's no point in videoing it really. I'm hoping in the next couple of days I'll get out and do another one. So hopefully you'll join me on that one. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found it interesting-ish. And yeah, leave your comments down below. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one.